Hey guys, welcome back to another video here, and for today's video I'm going to give you guys my 1 month review of the Pixel 3 and how it's held up for me as my daily driver. And let me tell you guys, to be frank with you guys, if you guys buy a Pixel 3 and say you're coming from something like the Moto X4, you're not going to see a drastic change, only because the software user experience is pretty much identical. You know, Motorola likes to keep their stuff pretty much like close to stock Android as possible, and of course the Pixel would run stock Android considering the fact that it's Google's flagship, so it makes sense that it would do that. So experience-wise, hasn't really been like a major, difference for me. And I'm not trying to downplay the Pixel 3 because it is a great phone, but just, using something that was running 9Pi, close to stock Android, I just wanted to kind of put that point out there. So if at times that it doesn't seem like I'm overly blown away excited, it's not that I'm not, it's just that the user experience has been the same, which to me, if you guys know me very well, know that I judge a smartphone based on the user experience. So if there's not a giant change, then you're not going to hear a lot of enthusiasm out of me. But as far as the Pixel phone itself, the Pixel 3 has been a phenomenally great device to have. And the fact that you get Google perks such as having, 3 years of software support, and Google Photos makes for a great experience too, since I love to take pictures of my family and I would love to keep the raw image file rather than a compressed version. Now with that, the Google Photos, which you get, I believe that expires for me in like 2021 or 2022. I have to double check, but I'll let you know in the next video. But still, it's great to have those photos backed up with the full resolution, the full raw file, so that's great. The Pixel 3 pulls no punches. It is performing very, very well. I haven't had any slowdowns, stutters, hiccups, or any of that type of sorts. It remains to be buttery smooth, which you would expect from a flagship device. The true test will come in another 3 months or 6 months of where this may slow down, as it does have the ability to install Android Q Beta 1, but Android Q Beta 1 had some issues with the camera features like portrait mode not working properly. So because of that reason, I reverted back to Android 9. But other than that, with the issues with Android Q, the performance has just been very good. So cameras is another part of this device that I definitely would say is top. The fact that you got two front-facing 8 megapixel shooters and then a 12 megapixel shooter in the back allows you to kind of really play around and get some good quality photos out of it for keepsakes, photo albums. Because I've told people before, you can use Google Photos and actually create a photo album and select different albums that you have in your Google Photos, or put one together and actually have a hard copy of all your photos in an album, and you can make as many as you want. Check Google Photos for the pricing of each method. They do have like a softback and a hardback copy, so you can always kind of go that route. Just saying, just putting it out there for anyone who wants to know. Anyways, the cameras has always held up pretty nice. I love the fact that the rear camera does not require 2 sensors to create a portrait mode. Now it's kind of funny that it requires 2 sensors in the front, but I do understand that's not for portrait mode at all. That's to kind of get a wider angle view. So you guys can see right here, this is just it in the middle. Now I can back out and have like a bunch of people crowded around me and get a good groupie photo, or zoom in more. So that's always a nice touch. Since today we're creatures of habit, we love taking selfies with our families and friends. So that's a nice touch that, that's there. One other thing that I do love is the fact that the AI supported on here. So doing things like playground with augmented reality is actually pretty nice. It's kind of funny when my kids look at it, because they'll see on the viewfinder, they'll see like, this character, and they'll look away from the viewfinder to where the camera's pointed at, and nothing's there. Of course, my kids are very young. They don't really grasp the idea of what augmented reality is. And so at some point they'll pretty much get it, but still, nice touch that you can do something like this. It just makes taking photos a lot more fun, which obviously the Pixel is, in my opinion, the way I feel, is kind of more dedicated to photo taking than anything else. I mean, software-wise, like I said before, the performance has been very good, but, it just seems like they really went out on camera. Battery life has been really good for a 2915 milliamp hour battery. I know in previous videos I may have gotten the milliamps incorrect. I think I said 2770, and I believe that's the Pixel 1. But the Pixel 3 has done very good as far as managing it. So yeah, I have no complaints on that. Squeezing the side of the phone, you get Google Assistant. That's pretty neat. I would love if that could be remapped, but it's not a deal breaker for me. I'm not really going to complain about that. I just think it would be cool if you could remap it. If it is remappable, someone let me know, because I have not seen a way to remap that. But the fact that it launches Google Assistant is actually pretty cool, because I don't have to press that pill button very long. As you guys can see here, battery has held up pretty good. 20 hours and 30 minutes since last fully charged. And the screen's been on for 2 hours and 7 minutes, and I'm down to 67%. So the batteries have actually run fairly well. I was really concerned about that because I was scared that the batteries would, give out on me, being a 2950 milliamp hour battery, but it's actually held up pretty good and almost makes me feel like that I have a battery size of 3400 milliamps. So big ups to Google on that one. Digital well-being, like I said, this is a really neat tool for anyone out there who just can't find time in their day. This is what I use to make sure that I find time in the day to get things done. It tells you which applications you usually use the most, how many times you've unlocked your phone, and notifications you've received in a day. So that's a nice touch to kind of let you see your habits on your smartphone. But I think generally for me, the ultimate reason, because some people will ask why the Pixel 3 over the 3 XL, and I think I've made mention of this so many times already, and that's the size of it. I wanted to go back to a smaller form factor, something that fits in a hand, easy one-handed use, fits in my pocket, whether it's basketball shorts, jeans, or regular shorts. I wanted something small that would fit in there, that wouldn't bang around so much and just feel bulky. So I went with that. I'm not missing anything out from the 3 XL except for the notch, which doesn't really bother me all too much. And yeah, so that's why I went with the Pixel 3. The accessories you get with it, like this case right here, this fiber case, it's really nice. It's not very protective. There's no lip to protect your screen, which is why I did get a 9H tempered glass screen protector for it. But it does protect your cameras though too. You guys can see there is a lip raised to kind of like prevent the camera sensor from touching a desk. So yeah, the case is actually pretty cool. But all in all, what really, sold me on this is the fact that I'm not going to have to upgrade to another phone or buy another phone as a daily driver for at least 3 years. This device will get 3 versions of Android going forward, and that's really the reason why I got it. And so that way I will always have the latest version of Android until this one reaches its end, and then I will upgrade to the next one that comes out when this one has run its course. So if you guys enjoyed my 1 month review, please drop a like to let me know. Subscribe if you have not. And thanks for checking out this video. Once again, as always, aloha.